I started in 1999 when I was made redundant from a television company in Soho. They needed someone to sell off the e-commerce business and the hardware, so they invited me to stay on as a self-employed consultant, and here I am 17 years later. We help small companies of all types with lots of aspects of technology. Mostly it's about systems and helping them get on with the bit they love doing in their business and taking out the drudgery and the boring tasks and automating them. People start up as 1 or 2 people. Getting them to share some files is a good start, and once they can understand the efficiency gains of basic operations like shared email, shared inboxes and file sharing, they'll come up against some business problems and they'll know that something's not quite right, and I can usually step in and show them how to get more information about their customers, for example, or how to get paid quicker using technology. So I'm doing a lot of work at the moment with the Xero accounting package. There's a customer relationship management package called Insightly, which I find very useful and I'm recommending a lot. And the basic file sharing services like Office 365 and Google G Suite, they're very popular. A lot of them are paying the subscription and also paying for services like Dropbox at the same time, not realising that it's all included in one price. About 18 months ago, I looked at the potential changes in the law around digital tax returns and corporation tax and decided to move my own accounts into a new package from Sage. And I looked at all the ones that were available, and I happened to meet some of the senior team from Xero at an event at the Apple store, and their attitude was so forward-looking and impressive that I chose Xero. Again, they're a small company based in California. They're very proactive. So it started off as a fairly basic package about 3 years ago, and now it does all sorts of things. It's very simple and the training is very easy, and it talks to all sorts of other things like Office 365 and Xero and MailChimp. So it can be the centre of a small business's IT hub. Basically anything with a plug on. If I can't help out, I know a trusted partner who can. You get me, you get a relationship with me, and I just charge for my time. I don't charge a premium for services or hardware. So you know I'm giving you independent and unbiased advice. I do a lot of training myself, but I also outsource training, particularly Office 365 training, to a trusted partner locally. The subscription model is now everywhere, so rather than having to come up with large lumps of cash for new versions, you just can make small monthly payments. And I think that suits the new generation of more virtualized businesses that don't have premises, for example, but do virtually employ tens of people. I haven't installed a server in 4 years. I used to do that regularly. Yeah, I think it's perfectly secure if you have good people policies around it, if you use good passwords, if you set things up properly, and if you don't just go with the default package and the default configuration. Again, it's mostly about training and about talking to business owners and explaining that you need to lock things down and you need to think security before everything else. The law is changing next year on holding data and data management, and it's something that people need to be aware of. So HMRC are calling it making tax digital, and what that means is there'll be no paper in the system. You'll have to make your returns to Companies House and HMRC electronically. The bonus is you don't need to keep paper records. If you've got clear digital records, those are now legally acceptable. I'm not an accountant and a bookkeeper, but I work with great accountants and bookkeepers. So the overlap between the accounting and the small business and the training is me in the middle generally. They're definitely going to save money, they're going to be more efficient, and they're going to have more time and energy to spend growing their business and doing the bit that they love. The hub of customer experience is having a good database, a good customer relationship management system, so you know where you found your customers, you know what work's going on at the moment, and you know whether those customers are happy or not, whether they've reviewed you, whether they're talking about you on social media. So yeah, I can help with all of that. And the good thing about cloud-based systems is they're very scalable, so if you start to employ more staff, you can increase the capacity very quickly. I don't think traditional IT consulting, where you've got things out of boxes and use screwdrivers, really exists anymore. I think things are becoming virtualized, and that means that IT has to expand into all areas of business.